Hey everybody, it's MotherGoose27 and welcome back to my channel. I apologize. 1, it is 2:30 in the morning my time. 2, I just jumped out of the shower. So I'm going to make this video a little quicker, but I definitely wanted to talk about this. And yes, I know, I feel like I'm getting a brand as Mother Goose, the Total War Warhammer content creator who's always a day behind. But you know what? That's okay. That is completely okay. So we have some really exciting news. We finally get to see at least a prototype for the Immortal Empires map. Now, one of the devs did confirm that this was a prototype over on the Discord channel. There's 3 things that could mean. 1, it's a prototype, but basically it's going to look pretty similar, which I think is probably the most likely case. 2, they tried it out, it was way too big, and they had to shrink it again. Or 3, they tried it out, it ran better than they thought, and we might be getting a bigger version of that. Those are 3 possibilities, really. But we don't know for sure. But like I said, my best guess is that it's going to look pretty similar to the prototype we got. Now, how did we actually get this? Because I completely forgot I haven't talked about this yet. When the game launched this morning, at least my time, when you're watching this will be yesterday or whenever, people got into the files, they did some data mining, and they found this map. They also found a list of provinces, which I think comes out to over 500, which is fantastic. Also, I can't think of their username right now off the top of my head because it is 2:30 in the morning and I am exhausted, but I'm going to leave it on the screen. This Reddit user took and brightened up the map and showed us this. And a lot of people are thinking that these were the provinces. I think these are roads, specifically because they're like weird areas that it doesn't actually connect. So I think these are roads, but they could still possibly be provinces. But this is fantastic. I am so happy. Besides the exclusion of Nippon, this is my dream Immortal Empires map, and I really, really hope they add Nippon. Even if it's not like, I said this on my stream earlier today, even if we don't get a Nippon faction, like an official race pack, it would still be cool to go and like conquer those lands, or you know, have a Cathay legendary lord there or something. But if we don't get it, we don't get it. Next, I wanted to talk about the fact that a lot of the in-game text and a lot of the interviews that Andy Hall and some of the other creators have done have specifically mentioned Ind and Koresh, while just saying like countries to the sea and being kind of vague about Nippon. And I think this is why, because on the Immortal Empires map, we actually see Ind and Koresh and not Nippon. So it all kind of makes sense. Like I said, I do hope we get Nippon, though. And then I think the last thing I really wanted to talk about with this is this opens the door for Ind and Koresh. If you haven't, go check out my last video where I talk about Andy Hall's interview where he specifically said they were not on the roadmap. And then also, I talked about the C.A. Ben quote where he said that implementing factions for specific maps or specific modes for a game, but not all of them, wasn't really their style. So it looked like we weren't really going to get Ind or Koresh or Nippon. But after seeing this map, I don't know. He definitely could have been being honest, or potentially because he's under an NDA, he had to lie when that question was brought up. Or maybe he saw an earlier version of the roadmap and hasn't seen the newest version. I don't know, but I think with us seeing Ind and Koresh, it definitely opens the door for them. Now, it's really important that we as a community still manage our expectations. It's completely possible we're never getting these factions, but I really don't know. It's looking more and more like we might actually get them, especially for how big Ind and Koresh are on the Immortal Empires map. Anyway, this was just a really quick video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Also, if you're watching this on the day I upload it, or like any time within the next week following the launch of Total War Warhammer 3, I'm doing 8-hour streams most of the days. I'm playing through some campaigns. I'm playing through some Domination, trying to get good at that. Having a fantastic time. You should stop by and say hello. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to join the flock, and I will see you in the next one. Mother Goose out.